Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a jam-packed update for you today because we're going to cover the most interesting developments from some of the top dogs in artificial intelligence: Google, OpenAI, and Tesla. Grab your favorite beverage and get comfortable. This is some really interesting news, so I recommend watching the whole video, folks. First up, let's talk about the monster upgrades coming out of Google AI's research division. The brains over at Google DeepMind have cooked up a next-gen iteration of their natural language processing system called Gemini, now bumped up to version 1.5. I know incrementing version numbers by 0.5 doesn't exactly sound exciting on the surface, but contained within the mild naming update is something simply incredible. Gemini 1.5 now has a context window that can process a staggering 1 million tokens. Let me back up and explain what that means. The context window refers to the maximum length of text that an AI model can intake and utilize to understand full context. If you remember, a few months ago we talked about Anthropic's Claude AI and its 150,000 token context window. But I guess this time, Google with Gemini 1.5 has done something amazing. With its huge 1 million token context window, Gemini 1.5 can ingest paragraphs upon paragraphs of text for unparalleled comprehension and reasoning capabilities. To show off this stunning level of contextual mastery, Google's researchers had Gemini 1.5 read the entire Apollo 11 mission transcript, over 326,000 words worth of historical spaceflight dialogue and jargon. A transcript that vast would overwhelm pretty much any other AI out there. After digesting the full transcript, it was able to answer incredibly specific and detailed questions about obscure events and conversations that happened during the mission. Yet Gemini 1.5 passes with flying colors. The Google DeepMind engineers credit Gemini's expanded abilities to its specialized mixture of expert (MOE) architecture. Instead of relying on a single sprawling neural network like most AI models, Gemini has hundreds of smaller, nimble expert networks tailored to specific tasks. This allows Gemini to selectively activate just the right expert modules needed for analyzing super lengthy texts. Pretty ingenious, if you ask me. While the full capabilities of the 1 million token context window remain experimental for now, Google is letting select developers start test driving this beast. They say enterprise customers can also get limited hands-on access by contacting their cloud computing teams. No precise timeline yet on when Gemini 1.5 will be broadly available to us, average Joes, but one thing's for sure. This is poised to massively crank up the level of comprehension available by AI across lengthy books, specific papers, legal documents, and anything else chock full of complex context. Now, let's pivot over to the new updates from OpenAI. ChatGPT is about to get even more capable thanks to a new feature OpenAI is rolling out, a user-specific memory. As the name suggests, this allows ChatGPT to actually recall and maintain memory of key details from previous conversations with a user. You know, this opens up a whole new world of possibilities for more natural, contextual interactions. Now, rather than treating each chat like a blank slate, this memory capability enables ChatGPT to learn users' preferences, interests, custom instructions, and other personal quirks to deliver far more coherent responses. Tell ChatGPT you're a fan of the Packers once, for instance, and it could reference that in the future to make sports team recommendations just for you. Or tell it if you prefer your status reports written professionally rather than casually, and it'll adopt that tone automatically next time without you needing to specify again. Users can also selectively delete memories or turn off the feature entirely for privacy reasons. For third-party apps built on the back of ChatGPT, like chatbots for specific use cases, developers can choose whether or not to activate the memory capabilities. OpenAI says business users will benefit enormously from ChatGPT recalling preferences and past instructions to streamline workflows over time. Anyway, according to OpenAI, the memory is stored in a key value database separate from the main model parameters. This allows more rapid learning of individual user patterns while reducing issues like catastrophic forgetting or blending of user identities. Now, retrieval of memories relevant to the current conversation is handled by a dual encoder framework. One encoder processes the chat history, while the other processes the current text input. Memories are selected by finding chat history snippets with the closest semantic alignment to the prompt. Now, Anthropic has built guards against ChatGPT abusing memory by fabricating facts or deceiving users. For any claims ChatGPT makes based on memories, it must provide an explanation with reference back to the original chat context. Rigorous testing continues, but internal reviews suggest promising progress. OpenAI does acknowledge potential risks around bias and responsible use of memory. Or at least, I hope so, which is why they are thoughtfully rolling this out slowly to test rigorously, set safeguards, and give users control. While only select accounts have access for now, I guess this is going to take ChatGPT's conversational abilities to new levels once it reaches the masses. Quick break, folks. If you think this video has given you something worthwhile, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's free. Plus, you'll be kept up to date with the latest AI news and you'll have supported us a lot. Okay, back to the matter at hand. We've got one more big piece of AI news. Some tasty app improvements freshly cooked up by Tesla for their product ecosystem. The first bite of news, Tesla has added an AI assistant feature to their mobile app called Tesla Assist. This provides conversational help for answering product questions, pulling your personalized vehicle information, and generally assisting with anything Tesla-related. Second serving, the teams refreshed the app's main menu to spotlight Tesla's roster of non-car offerings, front and center. With growing numbers of non-owners downloading the app just to see the supercharger network, this highlights other things like solar panels, battery packs, apparel, and more. I guess it's primed for cross-selling. A nice move there, Elon. And the cherry on top, they streamlined navigation for essentials like finding superchargers, managing your account and vehicle, accessing support resources, and everything else an owner needs regularly. When you put it all together, I guess it's clear these app enhancements help unify the entire Tesla ecosystem under one roof. As more touchpoints from browsing inventory to scheduling service migrate in apps, expanding tools for customer engagement, discovery, and support will be crucial. Tesla seems to recognize that, and they're future-proofing the app experience accordingly. Now, more details also emerged on Tesla's new AI assistant feature for their mobile app. The assistant utilizes a knowledge graph containing structured data on Tesla products, compiled from official product specs, owner user manuals, and other documentation. This allows it to quickly serve up factual answers. But when questions require more subjective responses, it switches to a generative conversational model similar to ChatGPT. This hybrid retrieval and generative approach lets it combine fast access to facts with flexible dialogue abilities. Early demos show the assistant handling a range of product-related queries from specs to maintenance recommendations to payment options. It also surfaces related tutorials and support docs for more complex questions. As users interact, Tesla will continue expanding its knowledge repository and fine-tuning the conversational elements. As we delve deeper into this news, it's clear there are some common threads and synergies in how Google, OpenAI, and Tesla are advancing their AI capabilities. One key theme is this shift from systems that excel at narrow tasks like translating text or identifying objects to more generalist AI models with expanded contexts and knowledge. We see this with Google's Gemini incorporating massive swathes of information to enhance reasoning, ChatGPT leveraging memory to handle diverse conversations, and Tesla's assistant pulling both structured data and generative dialogue skills. You know, this seems like one of the 10 predictions Bill Gates made about AI that we talked about in this video, and probably Uncle Bill isn't too far off the mark. Anyway, this ties closely to another shared priority, making the AI feel more human and conversational. Now, each of these technologies still has room for improvement, of course, but the momentum and trajectory overall is undeniably remarkable to see unfold. If I had to choose one update that excites me the most, I think I'd go with ChatGPT getting memory. While still early days, giving conversational agents the feature of recall unlocks such a wealth of potential for natural interactions. And the fact that it's arriving for the public now represents a huge milestone. Of course, the question of privacy and security remains. But that's just my take. What's yours, folks? Which one's got your neurons firing? As always, drop an AI in the comments to let us know you watched the whole video. And if you enjoyed, consider subscribing and smashing a like. It would be immensely helpful. See you in the next one, folks. You all take care.